Welcome to Economy News. It comes as no surprise that containers are essential for the efficient flow of goods from port to port and have driven trade and economic globalization forward in the past years. However, today we will be taking a closer look at the increasing inflation rate and the current global shock regarding container shipping. Dr. Rebecca will now take over and address the issue further.
Because of the recent arising container issues, trade and shipping have taken a huge hit. This can be seen from the increased container shipping costs. In this graph, we can see a notable increase in container shipping costs starting from November 2020. So why did this happen? Well, the increase is largely due to the fact that there's only a small number of ships and workers, resulting in severely saturated ports, which consequently have led to an increase in container shipping costs. The route most affected was the one with exports from China and East Asia to North Europe. Most other routes, like the ones from the Mediterranean to East Asia and from North America to East Asia, have generally managed to maintain stable costs, despite the COVID-19 pandemic. The costs have risen, but not much compared to the Asia-Europe route. This graph displays no sign of decrease in container shipping costs, so there's a possibility that the prices will keep increasing.
These next graphs display sudden decreases in both exports and imports within the first few months of 2020 due to the first wave of COVID-19. Compared to other countries, though, Singapore handled the situation quite well and went into immediate lockdown. The dark blue plot in this graph represents Asia. As seen in March 2020, Asia wasn't as affected as other continents. This inference can be made since the dark blue line doesn't show as big of a drop as the other continents. Therefore, we can conclude that Asia handled the pandemic significantly better than, for example, North America.
Dr. Lawan, what is the relation between supply and demand and this problem of increased container shipping costs?
Well, there has been an increased global demand in certain products like toilet paper due to lockdown restrictions, but there isn't sufficient shipping capacity to meet this demand. Earlier in the pandemic, a lot of countries chose to shut down, and shipping companies chose to cut the capacity on major routes. Additionally, a shortage of empty containers has led to the situation that we're currently in, increased container shipping prices. Because it's been hard to avoid this rise in transport costs, shipments of lower value like household items, toys, and shirts have seen an increased freight cost from 5% to an outstanding 20%. Thus, consumers may experience increased prices and product inability.
Thank you, Dr. Lawan. Now back to Nancy.
Thank you for joining us on this segment of Economy News. We all collectively hope that container shipping costs will see a sharp decrease in the near future. See you all next time.